All right.
All right. Welcome to the Techboxer podcast, everybody. I guess we'll start from the person that's at the top. You can say your username or your first name, either or, and we'll just go down. Start with Basil.
I use both. Yeah, my name's Basil. Fuck you,
It's
Canal, you
Danky's.
fucking cokehead. Fuck you.
Yeah, Danky's Sketty here.
My name's Techboxer, although my name has been leaked out on my videos, so I guess I'll also say Devin. And I got two people here
Thought it
with
was
me today.
Roy.
Basil's a really cool guy, and I'm gonna edit that one
I
out.
don't. Everyone knows on my stream is
He
Well,
just
anyways,
doxes
Danky
everybody,
Sketty
doesn't he?
has a Twitch channel, and he's got about 147 followers, I think. So yeah, we got
Yeah, I mean that was what it was before, or I stopped.
so we got two people here today. I guess with the first point that I was wanting to start out with was the like our future plans and stuff, and I actually thought a little bit more in depth about this question as time went on. But the question is going to be so with everything going on with this coronavirus, I know everything's been hard to do, like going in public, Smash tournaments aren't open, and everybody's been kind of restricted. So I was wanting to know like future plans that everybody had if the virus were to go away, or what their future plans were going to be if the virus got worse. And I guess we'll do the same thing. Nice microphone lag. There we go. Now I'm not lagging no more. So did anybody hear what I just said?
Yeah.
A bit.
Okay, so we'll start with Basil.
Probably just go to Smash tournaments and stuff, I don't know. Complete schooling, who knows?
Okay, if it gets worse.
You talking about his mic, or is he talking about my plans? Either way, fuck you.
What?
Don't explain it to him, he's fine.
Okay. Danky Sketty will be our sound for today.
I mean, for me, I mean, as soon as me and my fiance get our new place, I'm probably gonna be streaming again. Also, Goat, who will probably end up being on this podcast at some point as well. I'm not 100% sure on that, but he is also moving in with me and my fiance, so we're probably gonna have like new. Essentially, we're gonna have theme nights. So like Friday nights are probably gonna be like Friday Night Fighters, and so we'll be playing like DBZ fighters and stuff.
Also, I guess it should be noted that
But like other than that, like I guess like find a tech job somewhere in the future. I don't know when.
and kind of do like
I gotta find.
and do like work from home kind of deal. Is that what you would do if you got the tech one? Just work from home.
I mean, maybe like oh lol, you'll have to edit that out. I don't want to work at my current place of employment forever.
Yeah.
But eventually I want to end up getting like an IT job or something somewhere, so that way I can actually make a lot of money.
Well, dude, if you ever want to hit me up, I've got a flash drive.
Make more money than I make now.
Yeah, I have a flash drive that has Cisco, I think networking and hardware making or hardware, stuff. And yeah, I can give that to you if you want to study that. I guess.
Well, I mean, I know like a lot of the stuff. I just got to get my certs. Like, I got to either get my certs or find some place that'll hire me and then pay for me to go to school.
Yeah. For me, really, if it gets better, continue working where I am. If it gets worse, continue watching anime and trying to finish all the games I got, along with finishing all my music. It's boring as hell, but hey, I mean, it's something.
Me, one boxer.
So what now?
I said, me when I'm tech boxer.
Yep. Yep, pretty much. And now I just had brain fart because I was supposed to have three like major points, but now I've only got one. I can't remember what my second one was. So if anybody's got anything that they want to kind of throw out there, feel free while I try to remember.
All right, guys.
I'm sorry, go
on. I got one. So what's the airline food? Am I right?
I can't really hear you that well, but what?
I was doing a bit. I said, what's the deal with airline food?
It's just always bad. It's not good. You'll never get any good food airline, okay? They don't even prepare the dishes. I'm sure it's just microwave food. It's never good. Don't get it.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. I've never actually flown on a plane. I just know that that's a really bad stand-up comic bit.
I've
So I
never,
was just like, yes, let's meme.
yeah, I've never been on a plane either. I just heard that it's really bad. Okay, here's a point.
Hey Basil, are you bougier than us? Have you been on a plane?
Uh, yeah. But I was really young. I don't really
How did the
remember.
food taste?
I don't know. I was like fucking 4.
I
What am I supposed to fucking remember about it? Like some fucking
mean, if it makes you
stupid
feel any
ass
better,
like.
I can't remember anything when I was 4 either. I don't think.
You guys see, you guys have the exact opposite problem with me. I can't remember like the last time I took, but I can remember a crisp August morning on like when I was like 3 and I went out to my grandma's house and the step had a bug on it.
I mean,
Like
I can remember
can
things from my
remember
past.
intricate detail down to where I was like probably 3 or 4 years old, but I can't remember like I can't if I've already brushed my teeth or not when I get out of the shower.
Like, okay, I can remember like certain stuff from the past. Like, I remember when I was like 4 or 5 years old and I was about to move into this new house. When we were moving our stuff around, I decided to fool with the CRT TV, and you know how those things are big boxing around. Well, we had it in an entertainment set, and I managed to smash my middle finger and I think my index finger along with the TV and the media set we had. So, I mean, yeah, I can remember some stuff. It's just that it's kind of specific. Retarded.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
Nice. Well, I guess I do have one other point I guess I've been thinking about. So this whole weather situation we've been going on, like it's kind of the craziest we've seen in Arkansas in a while. Like we've had probably more rain recently than any other time, and then I think this is the first year where we've hit the triple digits that it did. Well, actually, I don't even think we hit triple digits. Have we?
We've hit. I mean, I don't know if we've hit it this year, but we have several times in the past. Like, I guess not like unheard of for Arkansas to hit like triple digit weather.
Well, I mean, I know from like 2 years ago, we used to hit like 102 or 103 as a high, and then you know, our index would be like 110 or 113. Not saying we haven't had a huge heat index recently, but like that stuff's been some. We've had some crazy weather this year, like not along with that hurricane
Oh yeah,
and all that stuff. It's just 2020 has just been a bad year.
yeah, it's pretty boo boo cheeks.
Yeah, I guess I can ask that
Pretty
question too.
cheeks.
So, Basil, what's your thoughts on 2020 so far?
Shit.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
mean, there's over 170,000 people dead. Like, not exactly the best year.
it's. Oh, I'm doing great this year, man.
Fuck those people. I'm doing great.
Yeah, dude.
Would it be a bad thing if I said I was looking?
What is it? Baby, I have coronavirus. Aha, no, don't die. Aha, you're so cute. Aha.
Crying on the inside?
fucking.
Yeah,
Just to stick your genitals in the microwave if you got coronavirus.
nice. You know, I actually do know a somewhat cure. If you drink bleach, you will not die of coronavirus. Please don't try
You're
that.
not.
You will die if you drink bleach. Don't take me as a doctor. I'm a terrible one.
If you give a blowjob to a sniper rifle, you won't die of corona.
Actually,
Suck
what
really
I've
hard,
heard,
try to play with his balls.
from what I've heard, apparently some of the hospitals and stuff are like inflating the number. Like, I still think coronavirus is like not something with, but like apparently there's hospitals that are like inflating numbers or some shit. Like, I don't know, I don't have like a reputable source on this. I just it's hearsay from what I've heard from
Well, from what I've heard with
some people
Florida,
I know. Well, what's happening is like they report like anything that like any like a dude could have coronavirus, get in a motorcycle, get like half of his body lopped off. But if he died with coronavirus in his symptom or in his like system, then it's a coronavirus death.
Yeah, I heard that too.
But like I said, I'm not fucking with it personally, but I don't know. The whole thing's wild to me. Some man decided to eat bat soup, and now we go to fucking Walmart without wearing a plastic bag over our head.
Yeah. I guess I'll go back to my rewind a little bit when I said that 2020 thing. Would it be a bad thing if I said I'm looking forward to 2021 just so that way I could watch The World Ends with You? It's an anime. It's an anime coming out in 2021.
I just want Cyberpunk 2077.
I think it's funny how in this year or every year, like everybody's always had something to look forward to, and then this is the first year we've had for us, I think our generation, where we're all like, man, could this fucking year end anytime soon? Like, I don't know why I'm still here. Like, you know, the meme, are we just left here just to suffer?
Why are we still here? Just to get our cock sucked.
Yeah, pretty much. You know, I guess that also brings us into another good point. Well, Danky just
Whoa,
said it.
Devin. No, dude. Safe word, man. Stop.
What? Okay, well, how about this? I'll say it in safe language. Let's up smash into this new special B conversation that could be potentially aerialed into a good talk there. Does that work?
You did what in your cup?
I'm trying to move on to a new point.
We can't understand what you're saying because you sound like T-Pain on dial-up internet, dude.
I don't know why it's so laggy. My thing says it's on 3 bars.
You sound like T-Pain on dial-up, bro.
At least whenever I record this, it won't be like that. It'll be clear, and I can hear y'all pretty fine. So
Yeah. And with the fucking shot eye.
yeah. Hey, at least I'm not my grandparents. If I was on my grandparents, the Wi-Fi would be even worse.
No, wait, I have a better comparison. Wait, no, that's not the right one.
Oh god.
What?
Here it is. This this is what. Nah, it's like this, but
Worse.
if you cut out this every 5 seconds.
I see.
I actually know the audio quality is not that bad. It's just you cut out a lot.
I don't know why. I really wish I knew why. Hold on.
Oh.
Well, while I meddle with my stuff, I guess like you said earlier, we'll just move on to this new point. So, what are y'all actually looking forward to in 2021? Like, what's something that you really wanted to see?
I mean, towards the RTX 30 series and Cyberpunk 2077, and then I guess whatever game Nintendo is going to decide to release next year, if any at all.
Give us F-Zero.
What game are you playing? Is it broken or? No, it's like.
I sure hope this works.
What?
What about you, Basil? What are you looking forward to in 2021?
Not much in particular, I guess.
I'll be right back.
I feel like nothing I really care about for that year. It's like, I don't know, it's another year for that, but nothing I'm looking forward to. I mean, yeah, a few years ago I might have said like, oh, maybe a Marvel movie or something like that, but you know, like Chadwick Boseman's dead.
I forgot who
All
was
of
the
a
guy
sudden
that played.
died.
Oh, that was a bad, or I almost said Bad Panther, Black Panther.
Yeah, Bad Panther. Get out of here, you
I
Bad
didn't
Panther.
mean for that. I was about to say Black Panther, but for some reason I had a stroke and I said bad. I have these many strokes. It's a running joke for me, but like sometimes I'll say before I speak, and I know that that's just all it is, but I like to consider it a stroke because like I'll just say something random. Nice.
Thank you.
Huh?
Yeah, I'm not really looking forward to any games or anything.
Yeah.
I got a bunch of old games I need to play, so.
Speaking of Marvel,
Like,
huh?
oh no, you're good. You're good.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, speaking of Marvel, how about that fucking Disney? You know what I'm saying? Like, Disney's a piece of shit.
What'd they do now?
I'm just
They did me.
I'm just getting fed up because they dissed my boy Tom DeLonge. They took well, I don't know if they stole they if I were to make a song today, if I didn't say it was a cover of a certain title or something, I feel like my ass would be copyrighted or something. You know what I'm saying? Well, I found
Wait,
out
is Tom DeLonge the guy that's like, yeah? Or wait, who? What band is he in?
Blink 182 and Angels and Airwaves.
Oh, he's where are you?
Yeah,
That
that guy.
guy.
Well, anyways, they took one of his songs from Angels and Airwaves called "Everything's Magic," and they put it on YouTube and on their own channel, but they didn't credit his band. Like they didn't even, they say it's the song and they have it almost sound not exactly the same, but it is pretty damn near. But they don't even say, "Oh, this is or Everything's Magic by Angels and Airwaves." Like they don't give him any credit for it, and they don't even mention his name either. It kind of makes me mad.
What?
Oh, yeah. I mean, Disney is one of those companies where if you dare ever use any of their copyrighted material, it's like, get the fuck out of here. And then, like,
They'll do it.
I honestly hate that the whole like copyright shit fan with YouTube so hard because it's like I I hate that like that's because all of these companies don't know how to actually make fucking money. They're just like, oh, dude, uh, fucking Gerald in Indiana fucking made a cover of our song, and he drum track and didn't make his own drum track, so we're gonna sue him and his kids for everything that he has. It's like, are you fucking serious, dude?
Yeah.
Like.
Well, it's not even that. It's just like I don't know. To
Like
me, it's weird
Disney to be
how
like fuck Gerald from Indiana specifically.
I don't know how it's still copyright if you cite the song. Like that's still something that I don't quite understand. Like apparently, and I looked up on this a little bit. So I made a video a while back, a Rivals of Ether video, and I put in a lo-fi soundtrack called "Reminiscence" by Caleb Belkin. I cited all the songs, and I ended up getting a little notification at the end saying, "You have been got a copyright claim." I'm just sitting there like, why? I cited the song. Anybody that watches my video can see in the description whose it is, and they can go look for it. And I just always thought it was kind of weird how if you cite something, it still doesn't matter. It's copyrighted. But I'm not really gaining anything out of it. All I'm using it for is background music. And it's not like I'm saying, "Oh, this song is mine," or it's not like the whole video is just the song. It's just a little, music in the background. But it is what it is. But yeah, Disney, they're scumbags. I was just yeah. And another reason is because they killed one of my favorite movies of all time.
What is it?
Jeez.
Treasure Planet.
Oh yeah, that's a movie.
I
I'm
know,
sorry. Oh, Treasure Planet, yeah.
and they killed it. They sent it out at the same time in the winter next to Harry Potter and Lord of the Rings. If you go to the movie theaters, are you going to watch a Disney movie or Harry Potter and Lord of the fucking Rings? You know what I'm saying?
Wait, they had Lord of the Rings and Harry Potter out at the same time? I didn't know that.
I think it was
That is
during
like the
Christmas.
ultimate decision. That's like the ultimate decision for like somebody at that time, like let's say they're like 13 or 12. They're over that threshold of like, I don't want to be a kid, but at the same time, I really want to go see this popular movie. It's like, do you want to pussy and go see Harry Potter, or you want to be a man and go see Lord of the Rings?
Or if you were like really rich, or if you had a lot of money to burn, you could have just been like, "All right, today I'm gonna go watch Harry Potter. Tomorrow I'm gonna go watch Lord of the Rings. Tomorrow's Christmas.
Yeah,
Fuck it,
but
I'm gonna
we're
go watch
not
Lord of the
all
Rings."
that rich.
But yeah,
That's your Christmas gift, sitting alone in the theater watching Lord of the Rings.
it's like you have your little
Actually, how many
Santa
people go to
Claus hat in there, and you got your little gift, and you're just sitting there watching Lord of the Rings. I got a present here, but I guess I won't open it. That's movie theater. Movie theaters are more important than Christmas. It's all right.
How many people actually go to the movies on Christmas? Like, I know that's a thing.
I would feel like they would have to do that after they open their gifts, and some people have like a weird schedule of doing it. So like at my parents' house back then, we would always wait till around like 9 or 10 when everybody was awake. But like at around like there was another place that I've been to, like a family in Hope somewhere. We would wait, or we would like wake up at the crack of dawn, basically at like 7 a.m., open up gifts, and then we would all be done at like 8 or 9. So
All the people in my family are like lazy as shit. So everyone got up at like noon. Sometimes we get up at like 10, but most of the time they got up at like noon, and then they were just like, "Oh yeah, we gotta wait until like 1 o'clock because we're going to so-and-so's house to open our presents."
are you telling
And
me?
so my mom would pack the car full of all of our Christmas presents, and then we'd go to whoever's house we were going to, whether it be like one of my cousins, grandma, or my sister or some shit. And then we go there, and then we would all take turns opening our presents. And so literally we would wake up at like fucking 10 in the morning, not eating anything. My mom would be cooking food to eat at Christmas dinner. We'd go to whoever's house who would also be cooking, and you still can't eat yet. So we wake up at like 10 or at noon, and then we go somewhere and we don't actually eat anything until like fucking 4 or 5 o'clock. And then they won't let you eat anything until Christmas dinner. So that way you actually eat a lot of food at Christmas dinner.
Not a bad idea.
That kind
It's
of
also
sucks.
kind of awful.
I know. It's like saying,
Yeah,
all right, I'm gonna wake up early in the morning. Oh, just kidding. I can't open gifts until like noon. So I have to stare at my gift that's right there underneath the tree, and I can't open it because my mom won't let me.
Yeah.
That sucks.
I mean, I can understand part of it though. I mean, like that's a big meal. You want to eat all of it.
I mean, I can understand the meal thing, but I don't know about that whole waiting to open your gifts thing. Like, if I ever get to be a father, and I hope I do, I would like just be like, okay, everybody that's awake, or like if I'm awake and my wife's sleeping, I'd be like, fuck that. I'm just gonna go ahead and open gifts. If you snooze, you lose. You snooze on Christmas, you lose your presents. Santa Claus is gonna come bring your presents and take them back.
Take all the gifts.
Yep. My ass will be like
What's
fucking
my ready
Grinch.
horse? The family just wakes up to a grown man sitting on like one of those old rocking horses. The future game console in his hands. It's like embedded in his fucking wrist.
Yeah.
Do you know something's kind of weird? Wii Sports has never come to Nintendo Switch.
Yeah, you're
Like,
right.
I mean, like a
EA Sports has
remastered
not come.
edition.
It's probably because they don't want Madden 2021 on the Switch after the sales apparently bombed.
Yeah, because they just recycled the game from fucking apparently someone found a like screen in Madden 2021 that says Madden 19.
Oh my gosh.
No.
So it's literally proof that they've used the same engine for like 2019, like probably possibly 2018,
I think
but
it's 19.
2019, 2020, and 21.
How the fuck are you supposed to update a sports game? Like, I don't get it. Like, does the game really change that much?
My question
Holy
is,
shit,
how in the
dude.
world is somebody still like invested in said sports game for years to come? Like, how in the world do
Yeah.
you continue playing
Yeah.
Madden from 2000 to 2020? Like, I understand like if you're a
Yeah,
big
it's
league
like,
football fan and if they got teams, but like I've already played like 5 of them. What the hell are y'all doing making 15 more?
man. I can
Well,
understand like every 5 years or something, but like the games do not change. It's fucking football. Holy shit.
yeah, I don't know. I couldn't justify with myself paying $60 every year for what's essentially an update for the same game. I feel like they should just. Oh god, I better not even speak that into existence, but I guess I will. I feel like they should release Madden whatever edition, and then like just have like a battle pass like Fortnite has, or
Oh
just
my
like call it
gosh,
like
you
a
need to be
ball pass
grounded.
or some
Yeah.
like a ball pass or some shit, and
Grounded.
then you just get the new characters. Because that's honestly, that's all they're fucking doing right now, anyways, is just taking the same game and repackaging it with new characters.
Yeah, pretty
I
much.
mean, it's like, mm-hmm.
So,
But no, they want you to spend all your money on football characters.
well, see, and it's not
Yeah.
just
I mean,
football
like
either.
a
It's
Call of
basically
Duty, the
football.
game changed.
I'm sorry, what?
I'm sorry, go on.
I'm gonna let you go first.
I was gonna say, like with Call of Duty, at least the game changes at like a bit. Like there's differences between like Call of Duty 4 and Call of Duty 5, I guess, that people will notice, but it's like with Madden, it's still just football.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just shooting with Call of Duty, sure, but there's like slightly different controls and like slightly different settings and all that stuff. But with football, it's like a bunch of guys trying to wrestle each other down to grab a piece of fucking leather. Holy shit. I mean, like, okay, if they had a level where it's like you could all shower together and stuff, I'd be like, okay, sure, whatever. But it's just the same game.
Yeah. Speaking of Call of Duty,
he do be.
Hmm?
I was gonna say he do be speaking facts though.
yeah. But speaking of Call of Duty, what's everybody's opinions on Cold War?
Never
I
played it.
mean, if they got new zombies, I might play it, but other than that, I don't really care. That's like the only thing that Call of Duty brought to the table that I've been like, oh, that's pretty cool. Because literally, like everything else, I'm like, I really don't care.
All right, what about you, Basil?
I have not played Call of Duty since Call of Duty World War II. And even then, I got tired of that. I only played the story mode. That was the only thing I played. Every other one, no. I mean, like, the only game I really play online is like Battlefield 1, is it?
I guess.
I mostly just like that. I like that one just like I don't know, like, it's a bit more fun in like a big epic battle type scenario because everybody's got, you know, like weapons that are exactly too OP. I mean, like, there's OP weapons, sure, but they're not like, it's not quite like Call of Duty where people are shooting at nukes and shit and automatic, well, whatever you go, my thing is.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess I'm kind of opposite because I did have Modern Warfare 1 through 3 on a laptop, and I did play those online. They weren't good because everybody's a fucking hacker at this point. But like the game I guess I mainstayed or like that really got me into Call of Duty was World War II on PS4, and then I skipped Black Ops 4
Mm.
and I got Modern Warfare, the new one. The only thing the thing I like about Modern Warfare and World War II is basically like all the old Call of Duties, like Call of Duty 1 through 3, and it's basically that mixed together. And then Modern Warfare is just basically all the Modern Warfares mixed together as well. And I was really hoping that they'd do the same thing with Cold War, where they'll just make like a big mix of Black Ops, but they apparently went backwards. So now I don't really know how to feel about it. So that's just my 2 cents.
Do you think there's a way that they could ever make a Call of Duty so bad people just outright stop buying it?
No,
I feel
there's always gonna be people who buy that game. It's like I'll probably get crucified for this, but it'll probably it's like fucking what is that game called? Far Cry. Like
Oh yeah.
Far Cry
Yeah.
3 was a masterpiece, and like I'm sure the older ones were pretty good, but
Far Cry
like
2 is not.
Far Cry 4, cut and copy paste of Far Cry 3 with different characters, and then
Yeah.
Far Cry Primal, it's literally the map from Far Cry 4, but with cavemen, and then Far Cry 5 is just, I mean, I guess it's a good game from what I hear. I hear a bunch of different opinions, but it's just one of those games where I'm not interested whatsoever.
Yeah.
I haven't
Yeah, I
really.
can go on for like 20 fucking minutes about Far Cry easily.
Yeah,
Every single time I play fucking Far Cry 4, I'm always like, oh, here we go. Here's something that breaks the entirety of gameplay. Hey, here's a
Yeah.
helicopter with a grenade launcher. Sweet. Oh, here's a really story with a bunch of characters you're not going to care about. And then later on, when you replay the game, you're just going to be like, I'm just going to murder everybody I see because I don't fucking care because they're all dicks.
dang.
Yeah, and then the worst part about all of this, and I think it's what makes me not like. Make sure,
Don't they realize, like, isn't a good amount of the game just shooting those people?
yeah.
A lot of that game
How
could be perceived as either anarchy or treason in a sense, if you were to really think about it. Because if you're able to kill basically anybody, you could put that's potentially like terrorism at best. Like you could just kill everybody and have
I
the
mean,
sucks.
but at the same time, well, that I mean, if you put it that way, then Grand Theft Auto was just terrorist simulator.
I mean, it really is though. Like that's exactly what Grand Theft Auto is.
That's That's another game that I just cannot get into. Like, I like driving the cars, but like, it's like playing a game where it's just like a physics simulator, and then there's nothing else to it. So it's like,
So
oh, this is cool. I can drive a car around, and then you get bored of driving the cars, and it's just like, okay, guess
I,
there's nothing else to do.
it's funny that you mentioned that
Yeah.
because the
I keep
guy I
hearing
was
everybody.
gonna invite to this thing, Odin, he has a YouTube channel as well, and all he plays is Grand Theft Auto 5. And we've actually talked about Grand Theft Auto 5
But
like,
like everything is so repetitive, and like the worst part about it is that it's a game where you're fighting people, but the combat is bad.
well, okay,
Yeah.
there's some crazy
The
ass shit that
gunplay
he's
in Grand Theft Auto.
yeah, well, there's some crazy ass shit that he's done that's like something I could probably never do. And like I understand from his
Yeah.
I
standpoint, like
mean,
he's told me
you can master polishing a turd, but you're still just polishing a turd.
I know, but like what he has told me before, and I mean, this is kind of, a statement is that Grand Theft Auto 5 has a lot of content. But one thing that I always come back to is, okay, Grand Theft Auto 5 has probably more content than a lot of games. But here's the thing, though, like almost all those games are unplayable at this point because of the fact that nobody is playing Grand Theft Auto anymore. Or if there is anybody playing, they're not playing the game mode I want to play. Like the only reason I bought Grand Theft, I'm lagging. Oh my gosh. Okay, there we go. The only
He
reason,
says as he sounds.
what?
I'm sorry, go on. I thought he was gonna cut. I'm sorry.
No, 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 it's fine, it's fine. I've noticed I was lagging, so I just didn't want to say much. But the only reason I bought Grand Theft Auto 5 was because I wanted to play Every Bullet Counts. Well, when I got it was like 4 years after it was already out, so nobody was playing it, and there was nobody wanting to play Every Bullet Counts, and nobody was wanting to play the Tron game or Car Darts or anything. And the guy and my friend told me, "Oh well, that's because you need to play whenever it's on triple RP and triple cash." I'm like, that makes no sense. If you have all these modes and if you can have them being played, what's the point of playing them or having them in the game if nobody's gonna play them? You know, that's about it.
Yeah.
That's just my pet peeve with the game is that it can't play what I want to play, opposed to all these other games I can do whatever I want and there's no like wall.
Yeah. A lot of Rockstar games, they basically throw as much stuff as possible at
Yeah,
you.
it's
But
it's quantity, not quality.
yeah. Yeah, and like something I always hear people say is that like, well, it's a story that helps it. Like with Grand Theft Auto 5, like the story is the main part of the game. But there's this one critic I like summed up the entirety of most GTA stories of like the protagonist is always the guy always rolling their eyes at what everybody else is doing, yet they're doing the same thing. That's like
Yeah.
Franklin, where he's like, oh god, you guys are always murdering people as he shoots 40 more police officers. And he fucking, he's like, I'm gonna go rob a bank now. Now I'm murdering aliens, whatever. Just gonna roll my eyes. That gives me character. Okay.
Yeah, there's a lot of rough
My thing
spots.
is, my thing with it is that it's just like the story is not grounded. Like the older GTA games are fairly grounded with their story, but like specifically 5, it's like you're like, ah, yes, we're gonna get caught by the police because we robbed a bank, and then it's like later in the game, it's like, oh, I just blew up like an entire block of cars with like a rocket launcher, and I have stars. Guess I'll get on a bike and hide in a building, and no one will find me. And then
Yeah.
there's absolutely no consequence whatsoever. And it's like, dude, that doesn't make any fucking sense.
Yeah, like those modes where you play as Trevor, like slaughter as many people as possible. That's like, get up to 200. Use this machine gun and a flamethrower and shit. And then it's just like, whatever. Trevor learned his lesson.
Can we?
Yeah.
Can I
So
like
it's
say
like he
something
went
on
into
that point?
hiding because he robbed one bank, but he just murdered like 20 people, at least 20 people, and they're like, whatever.
Can I say something on that
Okay.
point? Like, can I mention the fact of how there was some criticism or some backlash, if I'm not mistaken, there was for Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2's no Russian mission, which is
Oh
basically
yeah.
like killing people in an airport. But you don't hear nothing
Hmm.
about any backlash from Grand Theft Auto 5 because of what it does. Like, you just said that thing about killing 200 people, like, there was no consequence. And that's like
Actually,
worse.
go on, sorry.
And it's like actually
It is.
worse. And then you hear about a mission that's historically is it historically accurate?
No,
Oh.
no.
What is it?
But there's this mission in Modern Warfare 2 where you act as an American infiltrator and stuff in a Russian terrorist group, and they go into a Russian airport.
Oh no, yeah, no Russians. I know what you're
Yeah, that. You know what's funny actually is that like, oh god, Russia's gonna be like so upset by this, and Russia did not give a fuck. Like the Russian government gave no shits whatsoever. I think not even many people over there really gave a fuck, which it's like, yeah, Russia, they got a lot of big stuff over there when it comes to like the CS circuit and all that shit. They're doing a lot of shit with video game competitions over there nowadays. It's really cool.
Yeah.
Like you can't go fucking anywhere with an online game with Steam without finding somebody speaking Russian.
Sikablat.
Yeah, I hate that.
I don't even know what it
obsessed
means.
that. It means the first part's a bitch and the other one's fucker. And it's actually sukoviat.
Oh.
Oh yeah, Slukabliet.
Yeah, a lot of people say psycha.
I say Sika. I'm weird.
Sukoviat. Yeah.
Now, where I come from, the good old USA, I'll call you straight up butt fucker over the microphone in Call of Duty, and I'll call you a son of a bitch. I actually did something. I've done so many things in Call of Duty recently, and I told Danky Sketty of it a little bit, but I'll play like screamo death metal music whenever I win, or I'll just play the Shut the Fuck Up song by Filthy Frank, and it's just the funniest shit ever. But
What are you doing?
are you playing bongos?
What is he doing?
Oh,
That's alright.
I was fucking with my mic stand with a piece of plastic.
It sounds like you have like one of those big water jugs and just two little balls for like the quarter thing, and you're just.
It's fun. But yes. So let's see. Anybody got anything else they want to bring up? If not, I got one.
There's ISIS.
Well, with that ISIS.
Alright.
I mean, go on. You sound like you got an interesting point there. I'm curious.
Sorry, what?
I said you got an interesting point there, I suppose. I'm curious. Like, where were you going with this one? I think we need an E. Can we get an A or the safe word? We need an E here. That's not the safe word. There we go. All right, I think we crossed uncharted territory, boys. But yeah, I guess did anybody watch the new Nintendo Direct? I know Danky did, but Basil, have you seen the Mario 35th anniversary?
I've heard of it, but I haven't seen anything about it.
I gotta say straight up.
What's it gonna have? It's gonna have like God. You know what'd be really cool is if they did a remake of the GameCube one. Color Splash? No.
Danky, do you want to go ahead and
Sunshine.
just make him like happy?
I'm sorry, what?
I was just saying I was asking Danky if he just wanted to take the honor of telling you the good news.
What is it?
Basil was saying he was going to be really excited if they just remade Super Mario Sunshine on Switch, and I was just saying, you want to tell him the good news?
Yeah, so they're releasing it's $60, but it's Super Mario 64, Super Mario Sunshine, and Super Mario Galaxy, but not 2. Super Mario Galaxy 2 is not on it. But it's those 3 games, quote unquote, remastered or like up-resed or whatever. But is that Super Mario 64 is not as good as the like PC port that they've made because it doesn't support 16:9, and then like it's just an okay port, and I don't understand why they didn't do more with it, considering the fact that they just like made a PC version that's 9 bazillion times better.
Yeah. You know, I was just thinking to myself, it'd be really funny if, like, the games that they ported over are just, like, emulated versions of the game.
Oh, no,
like,
I'm
I wouldn't
100%
doubt,
certain.
to be honest.
It's just like the Dolphin emulator.
I
I
wouldn't
mean,
be.
it is open source, so they could legally do that, but it'd be like, what a dick.
Well, no, it's not technically. It's so they can't sell it because it's under GPL, I think, or Dolphin is anyways. So if they sell it, they would have to give all the money to Dolphin for using their stuff.
I thought
Um,
Dolphin was open source.
Well, it is open source, but it's licensed under, I think, GPL. So, like, technically, you can have something that's open
Yeah, but you
source,
can't sell
but when you, well, you can, yeah, you can't commercialize it because it's open source.
Yeah, but I'm still like, I just imagine like Nintendo just straight up, did their own emulator, and they're just like, whatever.
Yeah, I mean, that's how the mini systems work.
Yeah, exactly. You can understand the mini systems because you can't really something like an NES game and be like,
Yeah.
is it really worth recreating it and recompiling it on a new processor? No, it's not. Just wait it because with the emulation you can do a lot more.
Can we also like point out the fact that like Super Mario Sunshine has analog triggers and the Switch doesn't?
Yeah.
So
Oh,
like,
yeah.
how
How
are
are
we
they
gonna?
gonna fix that?
Yeah, I don't know how we're gonna do Sunshine if we don't have analog triggers. I hope they do something neat like creative, but if it involves motion controls, I'm gonna be kind of. I don't know about that
How
one, Chief.
exactly? Sorry.
That's it. That's
I was
just my
gonna ask,
standpoint. I was just saying like I don't know about that one, Chief. If it's like motion controls, that's all.
Yeah, how are the analog triggers used? Because I've only played Mario Sunshine with a new GameCube controller which doesn't have analog triggers, and
So
like I didn't really pay too much attention. Like, does it have to do with the water flow?
So, yeah, no, okay. So in Sunshine, if you are moving and because you use the right trigger to squirt water. If you want to, like, if you have a digital trigger per se, if you're only hitting the digital part of the thing, you are going to just stop, and then you can like it's essentially it ADSs off of the same trigger as the it's 80 like you're aiming down sights with the nozzle. But whenever you partially press it down, the further you press it down, the further out in front of you the squirt goes. But you can also move around while you're doing it, and it just squirts whatever direction you're facing, and you can control the flow of the water. So I honestly don't know how the fuck they're gonna do it unless they just get rid of the analog and make it to where you have a because you have more buttons on modern controllers than you have on a GameCube controller. So they could make it to where you have a separate button for the one where you move and squirt it, and then you have a button for like the ADS nozzle essentially. But
kind of like how Luigi's
at
Mansion 3 worked.
the same time, I'm not sure. I haven't played Luigi's Mansion 3.
Well, I mean, you know what I'm saying. Like in Luigi's Mansion 1, you kind of had analog vacuuming, but in the second one on the 3DS, they made it to where you had buttons to look up and down and all that stuff instead of the C.
Yeah.
I guess that was a terrible comparison. Anyways, my bad. Continue. I think you were saying modern day controllers have more buttons.
Yeah, they have more because the GameCube has like LR and then Z, and then modern controllers have like left and right and like triggers. So I have like left trigger, right trigger, and then like left bumper. So instead of just having one bumper like a GameCube controller, they have two, and they have stick clicks, like you can push in on the sticks.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, they could. I don't know. Like, they could just like redo the roles. I'm like, no. I mean, like, you could say maybe they could use motion control for something, but there's really no fucking point.
I don't like.
And,
Okay, here's my thing. Ever since with like the Wii, they've just been like motion control heavy, except for the Wii U. That was damn near impossible. But like, I don't. I understand why motion controls is a thing. I understand it worked out well for them. What I don't understand is why, if they really had to, why every fucking game they made needed to have motion controls. Because it's just not necessary most of the time. Like, okay, hey, I want to play Mario Odyssey.
I mean, like,
Yeah.
I mean, like, even in games where it seems like it would be kind of fun, like, okay, like, I know nobody really likes Skyward Sword, but it would be kind of cool if in Breath of the Wild there's a setting where you could turn on motion controls for the sword just for the fucks of it. And if you're gonna say, well, why would they do that? You'd be like, well, why is there fucking a thing for the bow and arrow, but not the sword?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
always
bow and
weird.
arrow, but not the fucking sword.
My
Sorry,
biggest
what?
pet peeve, I suppose, would be like how come they went on the Wii U where you can have 1v1s in Splatoon, and now in Splatoon 2 you can't have 1v1s or you can't have local multiplayer. Like to me, that's just like one of the weirdest decisions because Splatoon 2, I mean, I don't know any technical standpoint, but it's weird how you can have gyroscope, but you can't like do split screen. Like I don't know, that's just weird to me. That's
I
also
mean, I kind of get it because most people have a game system now. Like, it's not just like I don't know. Like at the same time,
like they're
it's lame
basically
that they don't
thinking
have
of it as
local
like a
multiplayer on
DS.
a lot of stuff. Yeah, I mean, like most people have their own system now. Like people who are interested in games have their own system.
Yeah.
Mm. Most people don't go over and play with other people's consoles anymore. Bring
Yeah.
their own.
Oh, that. Hey, y'all want to hear a joke?
You know
All right. What's the
what?
difference
Balls.
between a woman and a
The
light
vagina
bulb?
forms the balls. Wait, what?
What's the difference
Talking
between,
ball
No, no.
culture.
Yeah.
huh?
I'm sorry, go on. What's the difference between what?
What's the difference between a woman and a light bulb? Pregnant woman, I should say.
I'll tell you.
Penis. um.
All right, Chief. I think I'm gonna head out.
Hold
No,
on.
fair enough.
You can unscrew the light bulb.
That.
And on that note, I think I'm gonna head out.
All right, I'll give you this video here soon. Well, there he goes.
I am leaving. I'll talk to you guys. Nice being on your podcast.
Yeah, it's all right.
Yes.
We should try to do this
Bye.
again
Have
sometime.
Yeah.
But if everybody's busy, I said 7 people, invites, and only 3 of us are here. So who knows? Maybe next time we might. Maybe next time we won't. But yeah, I'm glad.
I can probably get Nathan. I can probably get Goat and Landon
Yeah, I
on. So
I told Landon not to worry about it
oh,
because he was busy and stuff. And Nathan, I thought honestly we
yeah,
were gonna have more people, and I didn't want too many because I didn't know how I was gonna
yeah,
this. But like, yeah, if I knew we were gonna have
yeah,
3, I would have gotten Nathan on.
yeah. All right. Well, I'll let y'all go
All right, see you, man.
later.
All right, well, I think that's. I mean, unless you want to continue the podcast for just a little bit longer, do you got anything you want to put in?
Let's talk about Scott the Waz.
Yeah, he's a pretty funny guy. I'm actually kind of proud of him for getting. I think he got his 1 million subscriber mark, or what was it? He has the
Yeah.
gold play button.
That's cool. I mean, he deserves it. He's like one of the probably the best YouTuber on there right now. One of at least.
He's the only one I
Because it's
know of
like
for sure.
AVGN, like he's still on there. Sorry. Yeah, he's got 1 million.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I was just saying, I know for sure he's like one of the only ones that like I like continuously look at my subscriber box like to see if he's actually uploaded a new video.
Yeah.
And it's kind of funny because I was like
Yeah.
really huge with the Vanos crew and all that, but like nowadays it's I don't
Mm.
know. It just ever since
Oh
the
shoot,
Vanos
did you
crews like kind of break up, there's just been this weird vibe or
Yeah.
this weird hole, and it's not the
Yeah.
same.
Did you hear about what Mini Lad did?
Yeah, I did, and I was just so like blown away like that because like, well, not really. Actually, like I've had a little bit of a beef with him ever since like he kind of dissed on the whole crew because like he didn't
Wait, what would you hear that he did? I'm sorry, like I'm not sure if we're talking about the same thing.
him like grooming a minor.
Yep, yeah.
And people are still pissed off about it
Holy
too.
shit.
Like I'll be on Twitter and I absolutely hate Twitter because and just a shout out, I really don't want to get into politics on this, channel, but like if you come across my Twitter, you're gonna see some of it sometimes, but I don't like politics in general. This isn't towards you by the way. This is just towards everybody that watches my videos. But like yeah,
Listen up,
yeah.
bitches.
I'm not like I don't have a side. I don't have any political view that I care about, and there's not any like I genuinely kind of despise a lot of like the sides and stuff, mainly because to me, I see politics, and in my mind, I just don't think there's any point to any side really. Like all of them have
Yeah,
negatives, and there's no good positives that
there
really
is.
overreach any of them. So that's why I don't like politics really. But yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like a lot of people still complaining about him. Doesn't he like completely off his social and shit? Like, he's a dick, sure, but you don't have to keep going on and on about he's a dick. We already know he's a
Yeah,
dick.
like there's so many people that like bombard his Twitter. Like if he like tweets something, so many people will be like, "We want you canceled. We want you," and like I understand, but like, dude, like to me, it's just the weirdest thing how people constantly bring something up, and like I understand why, because he really didn't like admit to what he did, and he didn't really like give a full apology or anything, but like seriously, like this guy, like if you say something or if you gotta bring something up and nothing changes, don't you think you should start like something that's more kind of like federal or like something like a petition or something? And there are ways to get him kicked off of YouTube if everybody signs up on something, I'm sure. But who knows?
Yeah, yeah, he's interesting. But we were talking about Scott the Woz, because like,
He's a cool guy.
yeah, you're else actually. Yeah, Scott is. He's awesome. He's like he's actually funny. He has like such a great sense of humor because it's just like so unique,
Yeah.
you
His
know?
personality is pretty much unique. Like he's very different compared to a lot of people that have been on YouTube now and up and comers.
Yeah, yeah. Like AVGN still posts every once in a while, but it's like whenever I see him, I'm like, hey, AVGN, go. I'll watch that maybe next week. I don't care.
Yeah.
But then it's like Scott the Woz comes out. Oh, that's a treat.
It's
Like
his
AVGN.
videos are like candy. Like they're sweet and but it's like addicting. Like if you watch something, you kind of want to watch some more because I think I first got influenced on him whenever it was 2019, and I think the first video I watched had something to do with Smash, and then I continued watching
Mm,
all of his stuff, and I think my most favorite one is third-party controllers.
yeah, everybody loves that one. It's just like it's such an obscure topic.
Yeah,
It's just one of those things though where like, you're really interested in it, but nobody really talks about it.
yeah. I like how he can do that too. I like how he's able to find a topic and just go completely overboard with it to
Yeah.
make it like super funny and stuff, but he's still just like it's still like factual knowledge. Like it's still there's a lot of stuff that he goes over and he makes jokes of and stuff, but he still like retains to the facts and stuff. And one of my favorite ones that has the most knowledge in it is like the history of Nintendo one. Like he does a good job in showing a
Mm.
lot of that stuff.
Yeah, and then then there's this 40 minutes about him talking about boxes, and by God, does he know his history of boxes?
Yeah.
I love that. The man is just like, it's incredible how he can make fucking entertaining.
That's one of the strongest suits he's got too, and that's kind of why I'm a bit curious to know if he'll continue to do YouTube or if he'll switch to full time or if he like has a set plan in mind to like kind of drop YouTube because I know he's in college and I know he's working towards
Is he?
something. I think so because I could have sworn I've seen an episode or he's sent out a tweet where he said he was in school, and I'm kind of like
I mean,
curious,
he's at.
huh?
Uh-huh.
Oh, I was just saying, I'm kind of curious to know, like, if he'll ever drop YouTube or if
You
he'll
still
ever
there?
go full time.
I can't hear you.
Oh, I was just saying, I was wondering if he would ever, like, quit YouTube or go full time, basically, if he ever got out of school.
I I don't know. I mean, like you were saying, you think he's in school. He did do a tour
Yeah,
like 3 years ago, and like I'm pretty sure that he is like a college student or something. I think like the way that him and his friends interact, I always just kind of thought he was like a film student, especially with the way that he's made quite a few different projects. Like when his YouTube channel first started out, he made The Internet and You, which I still haven't watched yet, but looks really funny.
yeah,
But it just all looks like it all looks like it was just some part of film project or something.
yeah.
And if anything, I think he might keep going with YouTube, but I hope he doesn't go down the James Rolfe route where it's like he's really influential and all that stuff, sure, but he never breaks out of it. And it's just like, hey, got was for the rest of my life.
I don't know. I feel like it's just, I feel like he knows what he's doing, and I feel like if he, to me, like he's actually said this in a podcast that he did recently that Scott the Woz is mainly just a character. It's not really him. So, and he
Oh,
said
yeah.
in the podcast that he can't really do live stuff. He has to be scripted, like and like he's so used to scripted, videos that he has to do them. It's really
Yeah.
hard for me to see if he's going to break that mold unless he absolutely just goes through a big change where like he's able to like somehow find a way to get out of that mold kind of deal. But I mean, it works for him, so I don't know.
Yeah, it does, and he does it really well.
A lot of people
He's
are,
like his sense of humor is very unique, but it's very defined for him.
yeah, a lot of people are
But it's
saying
really
that he's basically
fun.
like the up and coming PewDiePie. I think.
I wouldn't really say that because like he's actually funny.
Yeah. Well, okay. Well, you know what I mean, though. Like, he's getting up there.
Yeah. Yeah, like I really hope he is because he's very fucking talented. Because like his videos, I remember there was this that I watched where it showed he made a reference to some fucking Wii game. I think it might have been Wii Sports or something, and it showed him playing the game and doing the thing he was talking about. I just thought to myself, it's like he must have spent 20 minutes just setting up for that one 5 second shot. It's like that is like pure devotion right there for the
Yeah.
video, and it's like it didn't add too much, but it added like weird flow to it.
I kind of,
He's
yeah.
just
My bad.
he is like very devoted. That's why I keep thinking he's like a film student because like he understands like you got to do all these different angles and stuff, and you got to like change the scenery to keep things interesting. Like you can't just have like video game footage in the background while you're critiquing a game. You got to have like uh, things that are visually interesting. I guess you could say.
Yeah.
Like I used to know somebody who did YouTube, and they would do like YouTube reviews. And something that they would do is they would just play the same 5 second clip over and over again for 10 minutes straight as they talk. And it's not like water or something. Like, video
Yeah.
of like rainfall.
Oh, I know what
You
you're
can't
talking
really
about.
distinguish if that's repeating. I'm sorry, what?
Oh no, I was just saying. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's like, this would be like video of a drone going over a forest and it would repeat every 5 seconds. And you just talk over this for 10 minutes. And it's like, I kept telling him, I was like, people want to see something as you're talking. Because they talk like Valve, and it'd
Yeah.
be like, hey, why don't you have pictures of like Gabe Newell up or something? Like, nah, 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 tree.
Makes sense.
Like, why don't you show the Steam UI throughout history? Oh, man, trees.
But
Okay.
one of my favorite things about him is how he's able to incorporate his friends into his videos and how they.
Yeah.
It's always like really neat whenever he kind of adds somebody because he has those two main people that he does his videos with. But like, if you ever go and watch his stash videos, like the behind the scenes and the bloopers of that stuff's like hilarious. Like the one that they did the
Mm.
Mario Tennis and the Animal Crossing one, that is so funny. Like I just like seeing that one because I was so used to. Is my voice cracking? Or
Not really, no.
oh, okay. Well, anyway, like I like how in his like bloopers it feels real. Like it doesn't feel like scripted or it
Yeah.
doesn't feel like oh I'm making something so I have to stick with this tone. But in his like bloopers, they feel like they're actually genuinely like doing stuff, and it's like the coolest feeling in a sense. It's like a slice of life, I
It
guess you could
is.
say.
Yeah, they really do seem like they enjoy it. Like, there was this, I think it was for the Amiibo board game one,
Yeah,
the Animal Crossing Amiibo Festival, that's it. There was this one part where somebody got up and they just started screaming at the TV, and you could see the guy under the couch laughing, like
yeah,
trying not to laugh, but you could see him like breaking. And like
yeah.
that was really charming because again, it's like they're just having fun.
And they're human.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. It's not quite like one of those YouTube Red series.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what's a good comparison. I actually haven't seen too many YouTube Red series, so that's not a very good
The
comparison
only
for
one I
either.
think I watched was the Paranormal Action Squad, which was Vanoss, Mr. Sark, and Sea Nanners, and that was the only one I think.
Hmm.
Or is that a YouTube
Oh,
original?
did you hear that Dahi shut down
Yeah, I did. In fact, I was on the
That's fine.
server, and then I look on my Discord, and I'm not on the server no more. So I was like, okay.
Yeah, he made it so that it completely deleted the one, which is like, okay, that's cool for everybody that had memories there. Thanks, dickbag. And then it's like, he's like, okay, everybody that subscribes to my channel and gives me money, here's our Discord. Like, okay, cool. Like, you could have made a second one, but whatever.
Yeah, that's kind of
Like,
weird. I didn't know about that, but I mean, at least Moose Knuckles still has his up, and Racing Cats actually has a
yeah,
Discord. I was kind of surprised on that one.
yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I like it when YouTubers at least have a Discord and they don't really have to talk on it, but they don't. I hate it when they act like they are gonna talk on it, but they never do. Like,
I have yet
I
to
was
talk to
on
Moo.
one. It was for. I'm sorry, what?
I have yet to talk to Moo. Like I have yet to like be in a conversation and Moo was in it, or like if Moo jumps into his conversations.
Yeah, but it's like the server doesn't present it like you're ever gonna talk to them. You know, it's just like a fan club in a way.
Yeah,
Yeah, there was this other. There was this one channel or server I was on for some YouTube guy. And on it, what happened was the guy didn't talk there for like months. So then people started, like making the server about. And then he went on there, he talked like every other week. And then after the end of that, he was like, hey guys, I'm gonna leave the server because I don't think it's about me anymore. It's like, dipshit, look here. People have made it about something else.
yeah.
And it's like, then he went off and made a new server, which it's like, well, why didn't you just talk on this one?
That's so weird.
Like, I haven't been on the new server, but I feel as if, like, it got big again, and he probably created another one because he was, like, nobody was talking about him.
That's kind
Like,
of one of the
okay.
things I don't understand with these YouTubers. Like, I understand like everybody's busy, and I know that I know because like I've done YouTube recently, and I know for a fact that if I were to do it full time, I probably would not be able to handle it like these YouTubers. But like at the same time, it's
Yeah.
almost like why don't you want to talk to your fans or like why don't you want to like do something with your fans? Like I know that some people do, but like Moose Knuckle, I have yet to talk to him on like anything on Discord, and I like actually I will say this though, it's something really cool about him. I actually did go on because he did a public stream where he made an open party in Mario Kart 8, and I got into his lobby and I was able to race with him for 4 races, and I thought that was the coolest thing in the world.
I
Yeah. Also, I do want to point out
don't know.
anybody that's a Moose Knuckle fan that's watching this, I don't hate Moose Knuckle. He's like one of my favorite YouTubers. I actually put him over Vanoss, and that makes him like my top favorite, basically. And there's a reason I have him on my Discord. But yes, or not on my Discord, but I have him on my Discord servers anyway. But yeah, that's anyways. Continue.
I don't have much left to say. It's just, I don't know, I'm just kind of tired of the whole YouTube fandom thing.
Yeah,
Well,
before we do stop this, there was one other thing I kind of wanted to bring up, and I should have brought this up when Danky was in here. But like, have you ever heard of normal boots?
yes.
Do you know their sideshow Madness?
No, I don't.
It's basically like so Forrest Lee and four people like the completionist and Did You Know Gaming, the Shane Gill guy, like they'll have four people on the panel with the modder, and they'll basically talk about games and like they'll pit two games against each other or sometimes three, and they'll talk about what makes one game the best on a system or what makes one game not. And I kind of want to do something like that with this channel. Like I want to kind of like make a game
Yeah,
talking thing. I think that'd be pretty neat.
that'd be actually pretty fun. I mean, like, because there's a I don't know if I've ever mentioned this, but I've collected a lot of games over the years.
That's what I
I have
was
a
needing
bunch
to
of old
talk
Wii
about.
games.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
actually meant to bring that up. That was one of my second main points that I've been thinking about for so long is what do people collect? Like, what do you collect and all that? I'm so I can't believe that. That was like one of the biggest things. But Danky knows I collect games anyways, so that wouldn't have really done much.
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm the type of person where I like to collect as many things as possible, specifically like media through
Yeah,
digital formats. So I actually have a hard drive sitting next to me right now that has pretty much every Nintendo game ever made before the GameCube.
really.
So like I played a lot of games and and all that shit.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
like because of that, yeah, yeah. let's just say Nintendo gave it to me without their
Nintendo's got
knowledge.
some good first party games. I would. This is a story for another day, but like, yeah, I'd say GameCube was probably their best like ever.
It was like the GameCube controller was like so unique and it was fun. The
Those games
GameCube
were
had
the
a lot of
best.
great games on it.
Yeah,
I like the Nintendo Switch. I think Nintendo Switch is probably one of the best consoles of this generation because it's not just a box with controller.
yeah. I feel
But
like the Nintendo Switch is like a re-emergence of GameCube.
yeah, it kind of is. But yeah, like I have a really big opinion on what makes a game good on each system.
Yeah,
You know, I used to play a lot of PC games. I still do, but I play games with all kinds of different controllers. Like, actually, this is kind of an unpopular opinion. I actually think the NES controller sucks. Like, it sucks terrible. Like, I know that's a bad opinion because, like, people are gonna be like, well, it's such a legendary and nostalgic controller and all that stuff. But it's like,
it's nostalgic.
we
That's
all
all it
know the
is. It
reason
doesn't
why
make
it's
it a
made
good
like that.
controller.
Yeah, but it's like, the only reason why it's shaped like that was because it's cheap and functional.
Yeah,
See, I play with like like a flight stick, a joystick. That's what I
yeah,
play with, and like NES games are so much fucking easier with this thing because it just feels so much more natural to like move your entire hand while moving character, in my opinion.
yeah. I guess that could
Um,
work.
but yeah, like I would really love to do that where you compare stuff on each system. Yeah.
Well, it was more like so like they did it where like, and I would recommend watching that. Like you would probably have a bang listen to that stuff because they did 4 seasons. They did a season on N64 games, a season on 90s cartoons, a season on PS1 games, and a
Mm.
season on GameCube games. But yeah, like they just like put, for instance, Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door against Wind Waker, and like they said, what makes the game,
Oh,
like
that's
which game
cool.
is better than the other, which game has high points, what's this game's high points, what's this game's low points, what's this game's low points. It was interesting. I like listening to them.
Dude, that sounds like a good podcast, honestly.
Yeah, it's not so much a podcast; it's more of a show, I guess. But like, I want to do something similar to that, where we could do it on Discord. But like, the thing about it is I feel like that would have to be something done in person and not on Discord because it makes a
I
lot of
mean,
sense if you watch Madness because there's a lot of stuff that happens. Like these could get crazy, you know?
yeah, I mean, you could try like streaming screen and stuff. I don't know.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
yeah,
you can do that through Discord now.
yeah, you can. I'm looking at it right now, the video screen thing.
Yeah, that'd be interesting. I mean, like, I know Dinky plays with a lot of leaders and stuff, and I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure, like, if you wanted to, you could get that running as well, and like, you could like just turn on pretty much any game and be like, hey, we're talking about this today.
yeah, yeah,
Which was better, this on the Genesis or this thing on the NES? You decide while we talk about it, and you're just gonna be silent. So you can't talk back to the video
yeah, that's right. And it's infinite
or
content. Like it
whatever.
really is. You could do like 2 games. Like there's so many games, there's so many combinations and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, like, fuck, look at the original Mario Brothers. It's pretty much on everything. I mean, I think it's on some calculators.
Yeah, I've heard of people
That's
being able to play Skyrim, I think, on a calculator, but it's not like open world. It's more of a like Zorg thing.
yeah. I'm actually gonna look this up now, Mario calculator, because I know some of the old Texas Instruments calculator, or even the new ones. You can rewrite them. Mario calculator.
Yeah,
Nah. Oh wait, yeah, there is one. Yep, it's real.
nice.
She is a fucking Mario game for calculator. That's awesome. Alright. Yeah. This has been going on for like an hour and a half, so yeah, just let me know that they've.
Yeah, I will. This was pretty good though. Thanks for coming on.
No problem. Had a good time.
That's good. Well, I guess I'll
Alright,
let you go.
see ya.
See ya.